Hey everyone, this is Joe. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are discussing all things related to December Daily. I know, this is not posted on December 1st. I'm already late, but I still wanted to talk about December Daily and how I am participating in this challenge. But if you do not know what December Daily is, it is a kind of mini album challenge that Ali Edwards created back in 2007, I think. And this was a project in which she documented the 25 days leading up to Christmas. And I'm going to be doing the same thing. I know a lot of people have kind of changed and morphed December Daily into their own thing, which is great. Some people don't celebrate Christmas. Some people want to document the whole month of December, which includes New Year's Eve and all of the fun stuff that happens after the actual day of Christmas. So I know that this challenge is evolving, and I am participating in it in a different kind of way, similar to how I participated in it in 2017. So back in 2017, I created a junk journal, and I journaled up until the 24th because on Christmas Day, I actually flew to Paris, which was magical. And I am happy to announce that this year I am going to Barcelona. I'm not leaving on Christmas Day, but I'm leaving, I think, on the 23rd. So videos will probably stop on the 22nd. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I usually kind of merge Vlogmas and December Daily together, and I try to do a journaling video every single day. And obviously it's a really large task. Any type of like daily video and journaling thing is gonna get tiring and exhausting. So I'm probably just going to do a little bit of a, I don't want to say like a wishy-washy approach to it this year, but I am going to do December Daily in a more relaxed manner. That's a good way to say it. Basically, I'm going to still, journal every single day, and maybe probably film each and every single day, but posting and editing it will probably be maybe like every other day. So you'll probably see a video on this channel like almost every day, probably like every other day. We'll see. It depends on work and how that's going, and all the other festivities that happens in December. So I'm trying to kind of live in the moment and enjoy my December and not be too focused and bogged down on creating a video every single day. That was part of kind of like the problem that I ran into the last time I worked on December Daily. I really put a lot of pressure on myself to post a video and to create a journal spread every single day of December, and that was a lot of journaling, a lot of video editing, and I feel like I kind of lost the magic and the spirit of what December Daily is supposed to be, and that's just documenting your life in December. I think I was too busy with like filming and vlogging and all that stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna take it a little bit more chill and enjoy my holidays and enjoy the process of journaling about my holidays, if that makes sense. Yeah, but I don't know if I mentioned this year I am not creating a junk journal. I'm just making a regular notebook with pattern paper. And the reason why I'm doing that is because as much as I love tip-ins and all the cool bits and bobs that come with junk journals, I just didn't want any more pressure of having like tiny tip-ins to like fill in, or envelopes to add things into. So I'm just gonna kind of add my own tip-ins and other elements as I go. And yeah, I think I'm taking a more like straightforward approach to it. I was actually just gonna use my regular notebook, but I thought that I should probably create a junk journal with very Christmassy themed things. So the thing that I wanted to emphasize in this notebook is that I didn't want it to look explicitly Christmas, and I wanted to use elements that were very like holiday-esque. So the pages are either in like a muted green or like a blue green and kind of gold theme. So the pages themselves and the notebook is quite straightforward looking, but the content that I'm going to fill it with is going to be a little bit more cheerful and a little bit more holiday specific, if that makes sense. So I have kind of like a blank canvas, but nothing overly I guess Christmassy, because my last junk journal, just flipping through it, as much as I love it, and don't get me wrong, I love how it turned out. It's just very in your face, like, this is Christmas. But I wanted something a little bit more like low key. And I know I'm probably going to take it to that very holiday extreme at the end of it, because that's just how I am. I love the holidays, if you don't know. But I wanted a more neutral notebook so I can like fill it with a whole bunch of stuff. And like in 2017, I am creating my December daily box. So this is just a basket that I'm filling with, I guess, a curated selection of papers and things that I want to use on the daily. So it has much more of like a cohesive theme to it. So I chose a few pencil crayons. I put a Polaroid in there. I have my stamping block, and I have the same, I think these are the same stamp sets that I used in 2017. But yeah, I think we're going to get journaling actually. So the first spread was actually filmed, and like, yeah, it was filmed on December 1st, but it was almost midnight when I finished filming this, so I didn't get to post this on the actual first day of December, which is a bummer because I really should have planned a little bit earlier. But as you may know, I have had family here to visiting for like 2 weeks already, so December 1st was the first day that I had my space back. I had my room, which I loaned to my visiting family. Not loaned, that sounds weird. They were just sleeping in my room, basically. And yeah, it's nice to have my space back, but I miss them dearly. And it kind of sucks because I got so close to them, and now they're gone during the holiday season when you want to be with family and loved ones. But that's all right. I can always just FaceTime them. I love the modern conveniences of our society. But I digress. Yeah, so the first spread, as you can see, there's like this magnolia paper, which I love. Or maybe it's peonies, but these flowers kind of have like this, I don't know, they just have like a holiday-esque look to it. And I am going to be using a lot of yellows, reds, and greens in my journal this year. I really like the look of like yellow or tangerine. Something about clementines and the holiday season just, I don't know, it just in my mind works. So I'm kind of going with that color palette. I'm one of those people that love the traditional red and green. I know some people think it's played out, some people think it's tacky looking. I actually do really like how red and green look together in general. Like they're I think they're complementary colors on the color wheel. I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure I'm wrong, but I don't know. There's something about red and green just looks good together. I know that most people associate it with Christmas, but that's all right. And on the left-hand side of the spread, I did some quick watercolor journaling, or watercolor florals. So I did some like green leaves with some holly, and then I added these yellow starbursts with my like warm toned yellow pencil crayon. On the right hand side of the spread, I have my date stamp, and then I used my Tombow Fudanowski pen to write I think the first, since it's the first day of December. And then I used a torn piece of craft paper to do my journaling, and I alternated using a brown black pen and a white Uniball Signo for my journaling. And I kept this first spread very straightforward. I didn't have any fun ephemera to add to it because I literally spent the whole day cleaning, because that was the day that my family left. They left really early in the morning, so I just cleaned up the house, cleaned up my room, and did some journaling. And it was just a lot of like housekeeping stuff and like kind of going back to my normal routine. So that was kind of nice, but it was very low-key, and I didn't have any fun elements to add to my spread, which is a shame. But to make up for that, I just colored the flowers using my yellow, or my warm yellow, what is this called, mild liner brush pen. And I really like how this turned out. I didn't color the flowers in like totally. I just found like a few random spots to color it in, and it kind of added like an extra layer of like interest to the spread. This spread still screams like holiday and Christmas. So as you can see, like my thought process of having like a little bit more of a subtle background kind of paid off, because it doesn't look too Christmassy. And actually, no, that's a lie. It looks very Christmassy, but at least the base of it isn't like overtly red and green, or like screams holiday, because you can add that type of stuff later. And I think I'm gonna run to Michael's at some point this week to kind of get like a tiny paper pad of like Christmassy paper. I know I want to keep my like paper stash to a minimum, like I said earlier, but like I want some stuff to kind of supplement like the journal and make it look a little bit more festive. So now we are on day 2. So I created this spread just a little bit, probably like an hour ago actually. And today I went to the dollar store actually, and got some Christmas lights for my classroom, and I also got these stickers for myself because I realized that I did not create a holiday or Christmas sticker pack, which kind of saddens me this year because I didn't kind of plan it. I didn't plan it very well this year, but that's all right. Maybe we will create like a sticker set in the coming weeks. I know it won't get to people if they order it now on time before Christmas, but we'll see. But this spread, I wanted to do something a little bit different. The right hand side of the spread we are gonna keep blank because that's for December 3rd, but on the left hand side of the spread I use this Holtz Floral stencil, which I love, and I found in my stash. I was cleaning up like I said on December 1st, and I found this and I thought I would use it, and I used my ink dabbing tool from Holtz as well, and then I just used this random red ink that I've had since Korea. I went through my paper stash and I found my one of my favorite papers that I have. It has the deer antlers on it, so I put that on the top part of the spread, and then I used the remaining torn craft paper from day 1, and I'm using it in day 2. And this day I ended up using, today I ended up using my tearaway calendar sheet, and I'm using my brown Tombow Fudenosuke pen to write December in like a simple brush lettering font. I also used a red tree sticker from my own fall stamp set. Not stamp set, I wish I had a stamp set. Fall sticker set, and then I put a wonky ledger, my favorite one, with the cream base and like the teal lines with like a pink accent line. And I added a thin red-orange washi, which is also in my like box of December daily supplies. And then I used one of the stickers that I got at the dollar store. One has a snowflake and the other one has this, I guess, it kind of looks like an ornament. But I also added some of these stars that I've been adding to everything as of late, in that warm toned yellow, which I love. I have a mod liner in that color, and I also have a pencil crayon on that color, and I love it. It's such a nice shade of yellow. It's like a sunflower yellow, which I love. As usual, I am using my white Uniball Signo pen for my journaling, and then I'm going to alternate and use a Muji pen to finish it off. I've been doing that lately just because I like the look of like multiple pen colors on the spread, and I don't know, it just looks cool to me. But this spread came together a little bit more quickly. I also used this torn label sticker, and I used my date stamp as well because I had my date stamp in my box and I thought I should use it. And I want to use everything in my December daily box at least daily, or at least use some part of it, because I want it to have some cohesiveness in this journal, like in this whole December daily journal. And that's the main reason why I created this December daily box. So every time I pull from it, it adds another layer of like, I guess, cohesiveness to the whole journal, because some days I don't know, my journaling kind of looks so random. Like if you look at my journal spreads, they all look very different. So maybe having a box of similar supplies will make this a little more cohesive. But we'll see. I'll probably take it to somewhere weird and different in a spread or two. But this is the December daily spread for day 1 and 2. I hope you enjoyed this video and look forward to more December daily videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye, everyone.